What's going on, you guys? I just wanted to record some quick first impressions on the Haloview MC7108 RV backup camera, rear view camera. I purchased this myself off of Amazon. I want to say it was about $250, and just installed it on my 2021 Flagstaff E-Pro E20BHS and have connected it to my 2021 Chevy Colorado LT Redline Edition. The installation was incredibly easy. My camper came pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera, and so all I had to do was order the Haloview adapter kit. It was very easy. There's a plastic shroud for the Furrion install. I just took that off and then just connected the bracket that came with the Haloview to the 4 holes that were in the camper already. I didn't have to drill anything new, and then just sealed everything up with some silicone. And I can walk around the back of the camper and show you how it looks. And then all I did, it's just sitting here for now, but the way the Colorado's dashboard is, this kind of sits pretty nice here. I'm not sure if how it'll be when we're driving, actually heading down the road, or if I'll need to connect the sticky part. I bought a suction cup mount as well here, which I haven't used yet, because this kind of sat so nicely there. I thought, well, that works pretty well. But if not, I do have a couple of other options, and then it just connects to the cigarette lighter. Not crazy about this wire running up here, but it's fine. What I really want is to be able to see in that blind spot. So I do have towing mirrors. I don't have them on right now, so you can see the camper back there. I'm just sitting in my driveway. I do have towing mirrors, which I highly recommend. If you're towing, get the extended mirrors. Just being able to see down the sides of the camper to the back of the camper, or whatever you're towing, I think is totally necessary. But even with the towing mirrors, there's still sort of that spot directly behind the camper that I can't see. Also, there's been times where I've tried to back up the camper on my driveway on my own, and it does I've done it, but it does take a lot of getting out and getting back in. The driveway's a little unlevel, and so I've built, and actually you can kind of see it in the camera there off to the left. I built a little ramp out of some 2x6s, so just getting the camper to line up directly where I want it. There's actually, the way the driveway was paved, you can see the seam there. I just follow that with my tire as I'm backing up. It kind of gives me a visual guide if my wife or my daughter aren't here to help me back it up. I have done it a couple of times on my own. So let me show you the back of the camper and where the camera is mounted. I think this is about what I like as far as the angle. I'm a little torn between being able to see my own back bumper for backing up versus being able to see what's actually back behind me. I think I prefer the behind me view. So the green lines, I threw a measuring tape on the ground. The green lines go to about 25 feet or so behind the camper, which I think is great. So I'm really getting 40 or 50 feet of vision back there. My bumper is about 5 feet out of view here. So I threw a tape measure on the ground, and I'm about 5 feet from the edge of the field of view to my bumper, which I think is probably totally fine. In a perfect world, I'd like to see both. I'd like to be able to see the back edge of my bumper for backing up and what's back behind me, but I think this is going to work just fine this way, just kind of knowing that whatever obstructions or objects are behind me, when they reach the bottom edge of the screen, I know I've got 5 feet left. So if I need it to be any closer than that, I feel like I need somebody behind me backing me up anyways. So, which in most situations, my wife is going to be there with me. So let me take you around the back and show you what the camera looks like mounted on the back of the E-Pro. It is just a beautiful early August day here in Western New York. And so here's what the camera looks like mounted on the back of the camper. You can see I left the rubber gasket from the Furrion pre-wiring there as a sort of a weather barrier, and then just left a bead of silicone at the top of it to prevent any moisture from getting down into the hole. I was able to run the rubber grommet through the bracket and ran all the wiring into the hole that was already in the camper. So the only wire that hangs out is maybe an inch or two. I just wanted to create a bit of a drip loop so that any moisture that might be on that wire doesn't run into the camper, but drips down below where the hole actually enters the camera. So I feel like as far as weather prevention goes, I'm pretty good. You can see the camera here. This is the back of our camper. It's a 2021 E-Pro E20BHS. Currently connected to my 2021 Chevy Colorado LT Redline Edition, and my Hitch. Oh, I left the pass-through storage open. Luckily, I'm not going anywhere. My daughter's in the house napping. Close that up. The Hitch is a Curt 17500 weight distribution hitch. And you can see, let me see if I can get a good view here and try and get you as level as possible, how nicely the truck, we're a little in the shade here, how nicely the truck and trailer sits. The trailer is just about perfectly level, if just slightly tipping up at the tongue. But that's with no water in it, and we're not packed to go camping at this point. So there'd be a little bit of additional weight in the truck, you know, kids, bikes. The dogs wanted to make an appearance. So that's that. That's the install and quick first impressions. Obviously, I haven't been on the road yet, so maybe it'll be a totally different experience once we get on the road. But so far, absolutely thrilled with the Haloview backup camera. And hey, Haloview, if you guys are watching, I would very much be interested in the this turn signal cameras as well. So if you want to send them to me for a review, by all means, feel free to reach out. But otherwise, let me know if you guys have questions or in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.